All right. Good morning, everybody. Today is March 14, 2025. Welcome to McBoss Capital live stream, where we talk about daily growth stocks here, especially stocks on the move in the morning. My name is Michael Chu. So welcome. Today is Friday. We do have a little green today, over 1%. Nasdaq 1.3, S&P 1.1, Dow zero point 0.7. It has come down a little bit, but overall, it's we'll see how this day goes. Initial check on the stocks on the move is we do have more stocks on the list today, 20 stocks at least, and the last one here at 70% or more volume. So that's also another good sign. So today would be day one attempt rally because yesterday we did close at we did undercut the previous day low yesterday, and also we closed near the low. So today would be considered day one, so very early in the attempt rally. We haven't had a follow through day so far. Every time we try to attempt rally, like even 1, 2, 3 days at most, I don't even know if we hit 3 days, it just kind of falls apart and make new lows again. So yeah, so far so good. I'm gonna yeah start looking at this list right now. And just see where things go. Okay. So we have AEM. Let's just quickly AEM. Let me see here. AEM. Let's go to my tracking sheet here. So AEM. This is gold stock. The gold stocks have been moving, right? And it's interesting today, it even moved when the market is up. So that's a good news for gold stocks. So as you can see, this one is making new high. It doesn't satisfy my criteria because of the 1% earnings in the fourth quarter this year, but it is moving up nicely. Look at that. So I can see I tried a couple times here, but it just didn't work out for me here. But here, like I say, I did miss it. It is lower earnings now in the fourth quarter, so that's probably why I don't trade this one no more. But it is making new highs, right? The other stock here is WPM, which is also gold stock. This one also making new high. This one do have good earnings, so really nice, powerful move today. So I got shakeout right here, and I didn't buy back in because the market condition was so bad. Um, and yeah, so I missed the bounce. I mean, today is like the day four, right, of the bounce since that drop there. So I don't usually chase um a stock, yeah. So anyhow, it is running high, so that's good for that stock. LPLA. So this one, we're still in the down week right now. It does have earnings. So here's my trend line. It kind of let me redraw that because that was pretty steep, right? So now you see the 10-day kind of curve a little bit. So it looks more like this now. It's still below the 10-day. So it looks like it's trying to find support now. So we'll see. But yesterday it still looked pretty bleak. You can see where it closed, right? So that's the problem there. Let's look at some of the financials here. Deutsche Bank. So this one has a down quarter here on the third quarter. So it doesn't satisfy my criteria, but it has moved pretty nicely, this stock. Um, Today, nice bounce off the 10-day here. That's a big gap up. Yeah. So next we're gonna look at Futu. Futu is a Chinese stock here. It is slowing down in the third quarter. I mean fourth quarter here. It just reported earnings yesterday, I believe. It didn't move much yesterday. I do have a position here. I bought it right there on above 10 day. It was actually too early, but anyhow, it came back down. It didn't trade my 10-day, but I had to sell some yesterday because of the weakness after the earnings. Today it bounced back, so it's very strong bounce back so far. And now we passed this. You see my alert line right there, right? It's 45-degree angle. It clearly passed it, and I would say this is good good to go right now. Like let's see on the intraday now. So on the intraday chart, what I like to see is that has it been tested today? If you were to get into this stock, so far there's this one bar that's kind of huge reversal right there, but then it has been slowly coming back down. Looks like I want to test it again, so I would wait. Um, but it is very strong stock, so I would watch this. If I want to add to this, I would just watch it. Let's see how that goes. So just a quick Nasdaq check. QQQ is 1.3%, SPY 1%, IWM 1.2%, and Dow is the weakest 0.67%. So it's still holding up the market in general. So could be a good day. It's still too early to tell, obviously, but yeah. So I just want to do a quick check on the ranking here on my growth stocks list to see where Futu is. It is number 4, so it is very strong. Even with this is based on yesterday's close, so this is pretty good performance, right? So like I say, I'm just gonna I want to add to it. It's a powerful move today. 10% move, right? So let me bring back to the chart here. Well, I'll update my what is this doing this? There you go. So yeah, so that's the chart right there. Like I said, it broke the 45-degree trend line. That's a good trend line. Like anything above 45-degree angle is usually a good. It shows that it has given enough time. That's what that 45-degree slope means, right? Whereas like a really steep slope means it hasn't digested enough in time, so there might be more choppiness. So now this is yeah. I think all the Chinese stocks are moving today too. So that's another big reason why it moves so much today. Um, but this is number 4. I'll watch it right now, but like I said, I want to add to this because it's a strong leader. Um, so it looks like, yeah, see, it's coming down slowly, but we'll see what it's gonna do here. If it breaks this, it might go down much further and test this gap up low. Um, so we watch. But it's holding strong right now. And the other thing you notice how, like one thing is the reversal bar, the other thing is it's coming down so slow, each every 5-minute interval, which means like people are just not like ready to sell. But who knows if we break this low trend line here, you never know, right? Like it could trigger a lot of selling. So that's why it's always good to, like, I don't mind buying it at higher prices. It's not about buying at higher prices or lower prices. It's about what is the probability that this will work once I get in, because I'm not going to trade in and out that quickly. So once I get in, if I get in here and it broke this low and it comes down here and then it broke this low again, now I'm in a bad situation. Now I'm like, down quite a bit and taking risks for no reason. So it's good to wait for it to test. So we'll see. Or maybe it'll come back if we have time. But if not, like I said, watch for it today. See how it trade around those lows there. But like I said, it is holding up pretty strong. So very good stock. So that's why I'm spending so much time on it. Qfin, another Chinese stock. does have good earnings. It's bouncing back right now. Look at how big of a bounce that is on the week. This is another one that has crossed this trend line and it is 45-degree angle. So that's another, I consider this a breakout from the trend line. It is reversing, so this is what's happening on this one. So now we're testing the lows right here. I think we kind of touch it already. Okay, look at the next bar. It seems to be bounced off right away. So we'll see. This could be opportunity here, like in the next few bars if we continue. Um, so this one is one to watch right now. That's another one. So Q, but it doesn't satisfy my criteria right now just because. Oh, it does. Qfin, it does. Yeah, it does. So let me go check my growth list here. Okay, I like to check the ranking because, let's say we are in a new rally right now. Let's say over the next few weeks it's gonna rally. Well, you only have limited money, so you can only buy that many stocks, right? Even as diversified as I can buy 30 to 40 stocks. So I have to be very uh cautious about what I'm buying because I want to buy stocks at the top that is performing. So this is rank 55, so that's not bad. Yeah. So so again, yeah, Qfin, this is doing pretty good. So this is the chart right here. I'm just gonna put it on my watch list right now. Again, Chinese stocks in general has been the recent leader. Uh, like most of them are working, choppy but working. And then we have gold stocks also working, which we just talked about. So those are the two areas that has been working lately. Again, both of them are very choppy though, so it's not like it's easy to trade them. But at least there's some opportunity. Um, so that's Qfin. Let me go back to the list here. We have Charles Schwab. And this one do have good earnings. Well, what a big bar reversal right here. Oh, this is a powerful move today. Not only gap up above 10-day, it like close. Look at where it is now. It's like way above 21-day. It's definitely going for the 50-day line. Yeah, very powerful. Let me see what the ranking is. So this one a little bit down, 149. So it's not a strong performer. I think partly because of this big drop here. So obviously, the stronger the drop, the lower ranking is. But it is coming up really, really fast. That's what I like about it. Um, yeah, I think um can put this on the watch list today too. Lots of stocks that today I noticed there's lots of opportunity today. But it is day one of the rally attempt, so it's up to you how you want to manage your risks and stuff. But yeah, looks like a good day today so far. Let's do a quick market check. It's still sitting at 1.33% QQQ, so it's holding up so far. And I think I heard the consumer sentiment came out really, really weak, and yet the market has been holding up, so that's good news. It has given up a little bit since this morning. Let's look at the daily chart here. Gap up this morning. The worst thing would be to give up this gap up, and this is what's happening right now. It looks like the market did find support, like it broke the gap low here, very little, and then it tested again, and it was able to find support again. So that's two times it tested that gap low. Right now it's slowly sliding down again, slowly, which is a good thing, slowly. But again, if it fell that low, it could come back down easily, right? So that's the only tricky part. Now, if it does come back above this trend line right here, that'll be really good. So I would like, yeah, I mean, there's no rush in buying stocks these days. They always seem to come back down. Um, let's see how this works out. We'll come back to this. Just to show the daily chart, because like we make a new low yesterday. That's why today is considered day one rally attempt again. That's the reason. So we clearly still above below the 10-day. Um, so far, like you see where the close is. This is the day where we close right there. That is the last higher close. So we would like to close above that value there today. If we close above that value today, and today is a Friday, which means we close the week really strong, this could be a real rally attempt, is what I'm trying to say if we do that. Because it shows that it not only came back up, but also it was able to make a new high, recent high, and in just 2 days, well, in just one day today. That would be a huge reversal actually. So, and of course, we're still below the 10-day, but at least we've proven that, hey, we can come back up really fast, right? So that's a good sign. If that happens today, I don't know if that will happen. So yeah. Anyhow, so that's SCHW. So yeah, lots of good growth stocks with earnings still. It's just that late, like I said, it's just waiting for a market to show its strength again, and then this growth stocks can start to go again. We have three here. Not very good earnings, right? So I'll pass on this. Okay, let's go back stocks on the move here. Next we have pa, pa, pa. Okay, so we have Spot and SITM. Let's look at those two. So we go into the tech stocks right now. Spotify. So today Nasdaq is pretty strong. So I expect a lot of Nasdaq stocks to do well as well. So this one has a blue bar this week. Okay, so what's happening here? You can see my trend line clearly broken here. The angle is, you know, it is a kind of 45-degree angle, right? So it clearly comes above it where it decisively. This morning I did add to it already as soon as it opened, just because I knew this was going to happen because it was opening pretty strong. So um, it hasn't faded too much. So that's a now good thing. But I initially took a position here really early. Like it was, again, it was so far below 10-day. I thought it was worth the risk, and it didn't make a new low there. So I was like, okay, let's get into it. Then the second day it followed through. I closed in the middle range. That's pretty good day. I add to it. The third day it didn't do much, but look at the third day. It's so subtle detail. It didn't make a new low on the down day in the market, which is yesterday. Today it falls through again. It went above the 10-day, and like I said, it's very decisively above the 45-degree angle trend line. This gives me even more confidence. Of course, it could pull back and test the 10-day one more time. We don't know. In the next few days, it could do that. But I like where it's heading right now. We'll see. So I am fully positioned now on this one. Um, so I want to say one more thing about the market. It's possible we get a V-shaped rebound. And the only reason why I would say that is not because, oh, there's no more tariffs or talks and stuff like that. It's because the market has sold off so hard in recent days, in recent 2 3 weeks. Most people, even yesterday, I think most people, like, their mentality is giving up on the market. So when the stock, like the growth stocks that are really high beta growth, when they bounce so fast, just like this one. Um, People will miss it. They will miss the bottom every single time because of that. So that's one thing. Second thing is, now we are like kind of come back above the 10 days so fast. People are like, oh, I don't want to get in because it's gonna go back down, right? And it could, of course it could. But the thing is, again, where is the mindset of most people? They're just like, I'll just wait more, and that's the thing. And we should usually happen because everyone's waiting. Like when I say everyone, I mean the retail guys are waiting. whereas the big institutions are piling in. And so always look for volume trades. There's volume, that's always a good sign. So that's good. We did see volume here. And again, it's on stocks on the move. That's why we look at stocks on the move because they have volume. That's why they came on the screen. Okay, it's 85% above average right now, based on real time right now. So so the volume is there to support it. So this is the reason why I do what I do, because I think a lot of time I don't explain why I do things I do, but this is one, definitely a clear reason for that, why I use that screen a lot. So anyhow, yeah, we're a good stock. I just want to bring that up. So I don't know if it's going to be a V-shaped rebound, but I'm hopeful it can be. But if it doesn't, that's okay. I'll raise my stop as it goes. I won't do it on the short, just take too much time. But usually I do raise the stop to. So if I were to raise the stop, probably around this level right now. Like I don't want it to be too tight because if I put it the low here, it could get tripped the next day, but like probably from here to here, that's a pretty good raise right there. So that will minimize my risk going forward. Um, so that's that one. Uh, Move on to CM. Let me see here. So Spotify, just again, just for record here, it has shown up on stocks and move 4 days in a row. Okay, so it's definitely under some sort of accumulation happening, for sure. So let me jump to SITM here. Okay, so it does have good earnings. So this is a very volatile stock. The last time I traded was that bar right there, you see? It's a very crazy bar. It went up and it came back down. Okay, so here it is. So here's the bar right here. It came all the way back up. Like it was like a two big day move right there. 2 days right there. Both on high volume. Okay, it went up first day, second day it went up even more. Good thing I sold near the 50 days, so I was able to minimize my risk there. But then it fall back so fast, and I got knocked out right there on the next day. Um, then it went down even further. Like it went as far as almost the previous low right here. I don't know if it hit the new low, but it came pretty far. So looking at the chart right now, what's this stock doing? Okay, so I do have a 45-degree angle chart, right? Trend line here. It's it's slightly above the 10-day, but I would say because the 200-day black line is so close, I would just wait for it to come back above that before even considering this stock. So just because it's so close, like even though it's slightly above 10-day, but again, it's so tight, so close to 200-day. I just wait for those moving average to converge here and see if it goes back up. So the ideal situation would be this way. The 50-day is also coming down. That's also another risk. But again, if it does cross this black line here and hold and can close strong, at least you have some movement to go up to the 50-day, some reward potential here, even if it does get rejected on the 50-day. So anyhow, um, so that's SITM. So I would say this is still like a normal condition right now. But because of that shakeout, whenever you have a huge shakeout, what I found is that um, a lot of sellers are gone, right? Because it's such a big, like most people would have been stopped, like if they're short-term traders, which means once they break out to the highs again, there's less sellers, right? Because it's already recently been shaken out, all the sellers. They probably even stopped following this stock. So that's why sometimes you don't want to take your eyes off some of the growth stocks because they could get shaken out, but then they really move after it. So anyhow, I just want to bring that up quickly here. Okay, Shopify. Let me reset this trend line there. Probably need to set it higher, but anyhow, I won't do it on the live show here. Here's Shopify. It's still under the 10-day. Not doing too much actually. I don't know why. It's not on my list because of that one single digit quarter, but it, it's okay. It's not doing too crazy stuff. So Reddit is still a red bar. This has It's so volatile. It's not even. I don't know. It's quite volatile. Let me redraw my trend line here. So that was really steep. So now it's starting to bend a little bit. It's still below the 10-day. I do have position here because a few days ago it was able to not make a new low right there, and it found support at this 200-day. Then the next day it followed through. I took another position in it, and then the third day it reversed really bad. Right here. Now the volume is not as bad, so that was, you know, uh, s- so I didn't sell any because even though it's a bad bar, but again we'll see. Today is very tight. It gap up in the morning. It's holding so far, but like I said, um, yeah, we'll have to see what happens here. So still below the normal 10-day though. Palantir. Okay, so here's the trend line I draw right there. It's pretty much pretty flat actually, because we've been going flat for many days now. Look at Palantir. Like this is probably the one of the best looking bottom, right? Um, I've seen, for many growth stocks because it's not really V-shaped. It's more like a round shape here, right? Now it doesn't, which it could form something like this. I don't know. Um, Now the only problem here is it did break my 10-day here. It went above it, but here's the problem. The problem is the 21 day and 50 days converging right now, and they're so close. So like to probably it's better to wait, right? Um, because once it goes above this right here decisively, I think that's when it's all clear kind of signal. Um, I mean, you can take partial positions like me, but like I think for full risk, I think it's better to wait. But even today, like I said, it already broke a 45-degree trend line, so that's good. But that's not from the top, right? That's from here, so that's another thing. Like from the top, it would look like this 45-degree angle, so that would be a safer trend line. So again, I know for some people who doesn't use this method, for me, I try to think more asymmetric. Like sometimes a lot of asymmetric patterns works, and this is one that this is what it would play out if this was a 45-degree angle trend line. But I just want to show what it looks like. So it could be too early, but I just like how the formation of the bottom looks like. Doesn't mean it won't go lower though. So that's another thing, right? Nothing is 100% proof when it comes to charts. Like it could have a bad news tomorrow and it could make new low again. So, but I would say minimum is to at least wait till it goes above this line. So I'll draw my trend line again. But yeah, it looking good though. Up here, another previous winner. We have a blue bar for this week, so that's good news. If we close where we are right now, it's the first week up since this correction. Okay, so here's the trend line, pretty steep. Let me take it out for now. Um, Now again, same thing. 10 day here, 21 day here, 50 day. The gap between 21 and 50 days is much bigger, and the gap between 10 and 21 day is okay. It's not too small and it's not too big, so it's kind of in the middle. So again, so where are we today? We are barely above the 10 day, right? So it's not very decisive. If it's very decisive, it will be like more higher, like closer to 21 day. So that's one problem. Um, so how's this been trading? Same thing. I took a position here because it did make a new low on a down day that day, and then it bounced again second day. It did reverse. Let me see what the closing range is. 37%, which is lower than the 40% I usually look for. So I did sell because of that. I think I did sell partial position. Then the next day it was, which is quite impressive. It found support at the lows here. It's so like if I go to intraday, you probably see it. So right here, okay, it found support there, and then here we are today. Uh, okay, here we are today. So far so good. Like I said, we wanted to see it close decisively above 10 day, and so far this morning it already tested the gap low right there, and then here is another re- pullback. But you look at how far it is compared to those two. So it looks like it has successfully tested. So so it's possible to add to this here. Um, I'm gonna wait till close most likely if I want to add. I just want to make sure it does close above the 10 day decisively. But so just go back to my ranking sheet here just to see where it's at. Okay, so app is number 40. Even despite this correction, it's still ranked number 40. This is based on January 10th. Okay, January 10th. So slightly 2 months now. That's amazing, actually. That just show how much these stocks have gone up despite a big correction. So these are leaders, and with strong earnings. Yeah. So I'm just gonna put it on my watch list today and see how it trades as the day progress. I'm gonna check Palantir too because I didn't check that. Wow, Palantir is even higher, 22, because it didn't correct as much, right? So as we talked about that, it didn't correct as much. So Palantir 22. Wow. So again, I'll put this on my watch list as well. These are the two biggest winners, I think, last rally. Um, on the tech side, I think. Um, okay. It's good. Let's do a quick market check. Okay, so market has gone back up 1.66%. So that also explains why app is moving. Let's go back to Q. They tend to follow the market, right? So at least the direction. So here we're bouncing now, and we test. Wow, this is actually same pattern as app, except this right here was higher, right? It was more in the middle. But it did test the low here, and then now we're moving up. So this is really good news so far today. Um, because like I said, we need to get tested, and we did. We did get tested here so many times today. This is really good. And now we're closing in on the highs again. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I already bought some shares this morning, so really early at the open, just because I saw many stocks move above 10 days. So but yeah, but as days progress, I might add more to some of these positions that we just talked about, because I feel like they could be added still. Um, but looking really good right now. Okay, let's keep going. So I put this to new high, and like I say it is above 10 days, so we'll watch that. Um, Palantir, like I said, it's really new high as well. But it's just that there's other moving averages coming down. So that's up to you how you want to manage your risk. The one stock not on this list I do want to point out though is Nvidia. It's showing a lot of strength right now, uh, and it's now at the 21 day this morning. You see it gap up from 10 day yesterday. It closed pretty much near the 10-day yesterday, and then gap up to 21 days. So very powerful move. Look at intraday here. So this one didn't even come back to the lows. You see, it came down, but it never even come close to it. It just showed how much you know like people want to buy this shares. So I'm already like this morning, like I said, the gap up already. I'm at full position right now. Um, I could still add more. Like just because it's full position doesn't mean because my portfolio is not fully invested yet, so I could add more position to this. Um, Again, one of the goals is to obviously concentrate on the leaders, right? So even though we are on day one attempt rally, but for this stock, it's already on day four. So technically, if you use that method, it's already a follow through day today. Um, so these leaders tend to break out before the market do, and this is probably one example of that. Spotify was another one we talked about earlier. I think these two stocks have shown tremendous strength. Let me go back to Spot for those who missed it earlier. Here's Spotify, like very powerful. 4 days up, follow through today if you use that method. But again, the follow through day is not really for stocks, but I'm just using it as a perspective how strong these leaders are. Look at the RS rating. Like we are almost at new highs again, even though the stock is nowhere near that. It just shows the powerful relative strength. This is Nvidia. Look at that, right? We're not that far off, but where is the stock? We're still here, and look at what the previous high right here is. So this is called relative strength, meaning it's outperforming the market in general, and that's what's happening. These two stocks are, to me, the strongest relative strength performer right now. Other guys could catch up. Don't get me wrong. Just like, but I'm saying these two are really strong right now. Okay, so that's the tech stock. Like, let me go back to stocks in the move. So NWA, let me jump to NWA first. This is financial consumer loans. The fourth quarter earnings a little bit low. It's bouncing off the 200-day right now. So yeah, it's not on my list though, just of that single digit. So I will track it, but so the next one on the list is Netflix. So this one, I think I've been mentioning for a few days now. I really like the earnings going forward. Um, Sales are so stable, and this is a blue bar on the week, so that's good. If it close here, we have a up week for many in 4 weeks now. So here it touches my 10-day, but that was a different slope. So the slope has kind of flattened a little bit, more of a you know more flatter here. It's still below it. So we draw a 10-day. There you go. This is more probably a little bit more accurate now. And yeah, so I think it's still not clear this line yet. So I'll just redraw it. And I did take a position here on this first day bounce here. Um, Again, 4 days now. It hasn't gone back above the 10-day. So today it's important, I think, for it to at least make a new high compared to 2 days ago. Um, so we'll see. So 2 days ago is right here. But so far this morning, look at higher lows. So that's also a good sign. So let's see how the market goes here. Um, it'll be very bullish if like I said, if stocks like this one and they just make new highs, that'll be really bullish. Like basically, that's the definition of a uptrend is when you have higher highs, right, and higher lows. So making this higher high is important. So Netflix, again, even though it's below 10 day, I think there's a high chance today it could come up. We'll see how they go. So market check right now, QQQ is almost 2%, 1.98%. So it's gaining strength right now. It looks like it's moving up higher. Again, so this is really, really good news. Yeah, really good news. So let me track Netflix for a second. So this other three is Chinese stocks in the retail sector. So let's take a quick look. So yeah, like the retail area has been decimated, especially this consumer discretionary lately. So yeah, travel stocks, stuff like that. But the Chinese stock, this is leisure hotel. Like look at this earnings, 300% growth. That's insane on the earnings. So we have a blue bar, so that's good. Very choppy lately. I try um here's one that I tried that works, but then after that, three times I fell. Okay, but the difference now is this is a clear breakout of the 45-degree angle. This is another reason why if you try too early, that's what happens. You get chopped up. Okay, market check. QQQ now is above 2%. Definitely gaining momentum now as more people see this happening, right? And we could have a really powerful day today. With that being said, a lot of people won't step in because it's day one, right? Day one is very risky. You could always have those 1 day bounce, and then Monday comes around and bad news come out. I don't know, maybe tariff news again, and then shock the whole world and market, and things could go back down. So lots of risk. That's why that's how the market is. Sometimes you have lots of risk, but you also have lots of reward. But right now, I like how some of these stocks are trending. They're all breaking out, especially from a 45-degree trend line. Um, I probably will stab at this again. It's like, this morning you can see it doesn't want to come back to the low right here on the gap up. Look at this tightness right here. So, so a whole bunch of Chinese stocks on my list right now watching. So this would be another one. But let me check the ranking on this. 28. So really good performer. Very good performer. Give me a second here just to track this. I accidentally delete one of my watch list here. Um, so I'm not going to talk about this today, but FNF right here making new high yesterday. I'm not sure how it's behaving today. Today is up 0.1%, but like I said, I won't jump into it because I'm just going to look at other stocks. AT&T, that's a financial stock. Billy, another Chinese stock. So this one is still under the 10 day. It's like just slightly below. Um, which is not powerful, right? Look at the bar today. It's at the bottom range. I know that's not good. So yeah. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, you could draw a 45-degree angle, but it did fail once here, right? That's right there. And today is a very weak bar, very weak. Like I don't like it at all. So yeah, but I guess I'll still draw the trend line just in case something happened. I want to know. But like I said, I feel like this stock is a little bit weak right now. PDD. This one hasn't done much. Like it's holding out the red line, but compared to other Chinese stocks, I feel like this one is a lot weaker. It is reporting soon. It's like the earnings has slowed down quite a bit. I don't know why though. That's the problem. Okay, so those are the retail stocks. Yeah. So let's look at this list. I think we covered most of them. So we have Ryan here, UBS, JLL, Q. We already talked about QFIN. So a few financial stocks here. FMS is medical care, flood, entertainment. Um, in the retail area. Tigo, yeah, Tigo is still running. Um, and then we have Kinstone, that's also financial there. So Tigo, this one you can see it has 70 to 80 cents. I've been talking about this for a while now. It's still making new high. Incredible stock actually. It's one of the best chart looking charts right now. So yeah, it pulled back slightly to yesterday, but look at how fast it bounced back. So technically today could be an ad. If you're not like you could have the risk right here at the 10-day. Um, yeah, I think let me just check the ranking here. 23, right below Palantir. So yeah, I think I'll add this too. So there's lots of like I said today, if you don't mind the index thing, like it's not follow through yet, but if you just look at stocks and that's your strategy, the growth stocks are moving today. Um, yeah, a lot of potential. Okay, I think let me see if anything else I missed that is good ones. But other than that, I think we have a good day so far. Um, yeah. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Please make sure to follow my videos on the weekend. We'll recap the market and we'll recap the growth stocks list. That this list I go through usually in more detail. But so far, like I said, I'm seeing some of the old Palantir app, Spotify, some of the old like stocks, Nvidia, growth stocks are coming back up, which is good. That's what you want to see in a rally. Because if those guys are muted and not doing much, then that's not a good thing. But right now they're moving, so I like it. Gives me a lot of confidence that this rally could work. Um, and also they're kind of on their fourth day up, right? Versus the 1 day up on the Nasdaq. So from the bottom, so this is also a good sign. Yeah, thank you for watching. Have a very good day.